Hello and welcome to Analyzing Finance with Nick. This video, along with another one that I am releasing around this time about how the modern dating market is broken, are excerpts from a live stream I did on the 1st of February, just kind of as my final statement on the intersection of social class, economics, and romantic relationships, and what are the structural and economic forces driving what seems like a poorly optimized equilibrium for the struggles of young people and dating. One of the videos is more about how the dating market's broken generally, and this one particularly is about AI and how AI can possibly serve as a substitute for romantic partners in the not so distant future. Do you think that you or your children might end up having a romantic relationship with an AI just because of the ease of not having to face conflict like you would in a more human relationship? This is something that's been on my mind, and how technology is going to serve as a substitute for socialization. And I wonder what my audience thinks about this. And without further ado, let's get started with the main core discussion. The other thing that I'm going to go into is AI, because I think AI is going to possibly change this a lot. AI is going to gain a lot of traction for romance in general. And this is people are going to say that this is silly, but when I go through the reasons for it, it's going to start to probably make a lot more sense from an economic perspective and a social perspective. One, AI companions provide zero maintenance drama. AI is always emotionally available. It's never in a bad mood. It's never tired. It's never stressed out. It's never resentful. They don't have any emotional baggage. The AI won't ghost you. And its personality can adapt perfectly to your preferences. You never have to argue with the AI. Once you have AI integrated with a robot, the robot will always do something for you, no questions asked. The AI can program its personality to have slight changes so that you don't lose the spark from becoming too familiar. They'll always validate you and be enthusiastic no matter what. There's no monogamy pressure with AI. You could The AI doesn't care if you're dating somebody in real life. The AI doesn't care if you have another AI companion. Like, AIs don't get jealous because they're not people. And AIs don't have to care about the real world consequences of infidelity because it's not a person and it doesn't have any needs other than maybe electricity and the subscription payment. Many people now date several AIs, quote unquote, simultaneously, even integrate them into their own life. It's completely on your terms. You don't have to negotiate. You can ask everything you want from the AI without ever having to give anything in return. This leads to basically any sort of customizable intimacy. You never have to worry about AI telling other people what you say to it, unless there may be privacy concerns with the company. But AI is not going to go and gossip with their brother, sister, or your in laws, or with their friends about what you talked about last night. Because of social media and ghosting and a lot of the problems I've explained earlier, a lot of men and women feel like they have to always be perfect and have a Herculean level of effort to maintain a relationship. And they think, oh, it's not worth it. I can just do the AI, maybe 80% of what I want with 2% of the effort. I think it's both men and women. I hear it all the time. It's only men who are going to switch to this, whereas I think it's going to be more even than people think. AIs can replace both needs fairly well. AI can replace intimacy, especially when robots are developed for it. Robots can also replace domestic labor. I've already talked about on this channel mobile aloha and these humanoid robots that'll be able to do your laundry, cook your food, and clean your house. And a lot of men want a romantic partner or a wife is somebody who will help with the domestic side of things while they're busy working. And the other thing is an AI can offer constant gratification and validation and will never reject you, because fear of rejection is something that men particularly hate. The other thing too is from a parenting perspective, if you want to raise kids in a particular set of values and you don't think you can find a romantic partner that has the same values as you could train the AI to be the other parent to help enforce the values you want. I don't like the idea of a two-parent household where one of the parents is a robot, but I think it's not outside the realm of possibility. A lot of women now have very high paying jobs, so they don't need men for economic dependence anymore. AI boyfriends can always give you the perfect amount of emotional validation. They give you space when you need it. They can give you all the attention when you need it, and they can do it in a way that is predictable and follows your emotional wavelength. And AIs are better at managing emotional labor. If you have the LLM to handle all the emotional side appeal of being with a romantic partner, and you have the high paying job to give you all the financial benefits of being married to a man, then it could high paying job could be a functional substitute. I'm not saying these are better substitutes. They're inferior substitutes to romantic partners. But again, can I get 70 to 80% of what I want with 1 to 2% of the effort? Also, AI is no infidelity risk. It won't care if you slack off in a relationship. It won't care if you cheat because you can't really cheat on an AI because it's not really a person. They'll never disagree with you and they can help you with parenting. And there's a lot of major social consequences to this. We're going to be doing several new tour stops across the United States. First, we're going to Scottsdale, Arizona on February 21st. Then I am going to Tampa and Palm Beach, Florida on the 26th and 28th of February. After I get back from Florida, I will be having a meetup in Seattle on March 7th. And then I will be going to Northern California with meetups in Fresno, California on March 26th and San Francisco, California on March 28th. Then I will be going to the East Coast, starting with Toronto on April 9th, Boston on April 11th, and then New York City on April 14th. And then we are going to Atlanta. It's going to be April 23rd. And so, like, I know a lot of you have been begging me to come to Atlanta, and I've confirmed Atlanta for April 23rd. And then Chicago on the 25th of April. Our last two stops for the first half of the year are going to be Dallas on the 30th of April. And last but not least, Kansas City on the 3rd of May. I'm excited to see you all in person on the tour.